Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of this video to show you how to set up your course for the spring if we have to go to remote learning. So in the first video I covered how to create your syllabus page and your weekly pages in Blackboard. So one of the things that we want to do too, we don't right now, if we come into the course materials is our opening page. So one of the things that we want to do is we can keep course materials all on one page, but if you have them organized into folders and you're putting them into the weeks where they'll go, it might be just easier to hide the link from the students. But before we can do that, we have to change the entry point. So here's how we're going to do that, because announcements are an important feature that we can use to stay in touch and quickly and easily email our students from Blackboard. So the way we want to do that is we're going to add a tool link. And we're going to look under here and we're going to choose announcements. We still have to type it ourselves, even though it's down there. We can, I guess you can vary what you want to call it, but I spelled it wrong, correct that. And then available to users, because it's a tool, which is not, it's a little different, so we have to choose that. And then here it is, and I'm going to bring this up here, and I'm going to put that as my first thing. And then I'm going to, so it's my first thing on the menu, but now I have to tell Blackboard that I want that to be my opening course page. So here's how we're going to do that. We go to customization. We go to teaching style. Okay, and then under here we choose, so this page is teaching style. We can come here and we can change the entry point to announcements. Okay, so now that this is our announcement page, this is a really easy way for us to communicate with our students, to let them know, I gave you feedback on your assignments, or, let's get ready for this week and here's what we're going to work on. So you could say, week 2 begins, give a little update, this week we'll be working on this and this, and don't forget to do this. And then what you can do is you can come down here and you can email a copy of this announcement. You don't have to, but you can. So you can just put it on the page, right? And then you can even go back and change your mind and say, oh, I think I'm going to go and I'm going to send the announcement via email. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want students to get an email and be confused. So I'll delete that. But now that our entry point is the announcements, we can hide the course materials. And that way, what we can do is as we create more folders, we can move the folders into the weeks that the students would need them from the course materials. Okay, so now I want to just show you how to set up a discussion board. So let's just say we want a discussion board in week 1. Or I'll put it in week 2, just so week 2 has something in it. Okay. So we want to come to, so an assignment is an assessment. A Blackboard is a tool that can be turned into an assessment. So we choose discussion board. We're going to create a new forum. Week 1 discussion on, I don't know, this is, I'm making this up again, ethical writing in the workplace or something like that. So you don't put anything in the box yet, but you do set up your settings. So here is what I want to show you. Now, as soon as you add a grade, this will automatically populate this discussion board to the grade center. Okay. Now, so as soon as you put that in there, it does that. Now, when you come up here, you can have a standard view, or you can have that the participants must create a thread first. So if you are asking them, something that might be easy for somebody to just go in and copy, kind of get the idea from other people without actually doing the reading or watching a video, you might want to do participants must create a thread first before they can read anybody else's. But just to keep it simple, we'll keep it standard. And then we'll come down here. I always let students edit their own posts. However, if you do choose participants must create a thread first, then it automatically makes it so they can't edit. But again, let's just keep it simple. We'll just keep it regular. We will come in here, allow them to edit. You may allow file attachments. Sometimes I don't, because I don't want file attachments. I want them to just to type directly in the window. But you might be asking them to type in the window and add a file attachment. So you can completely, that's up to you. And those are really the only, I do edit, you have to allow them to edit their own post, create new threads, and the file attachments is up to you. And I think replying with a quote is kind of a default, and that's a good one. So then I'm going to submit it with the settings. Then what I'm going to do now is choose next. And now I'm going to choose what I want to put in here, my directions. So for this discussion, and then I'm going to put in. Now what you might want to do, this is what we do pretty much standard in online learning, is obviously you're going to want them to have a discussion with you, but also their fellow students. So you could say, please respond to, please put your post by, you could say Wednesday or Thursday or whatever day. I would just be consistent from week to week and reply to 2 classmates. Or if you have like a Tuesday, Thursday class, that's probably how I would do it. So post yours by Tuesday and reply to 2 classmates, by Thursday. Something like that. You could do that. And then you're going to submit it. And now this is on your page. You can make it so that they don't have to see it right away. You can make it unavailable. And then you can make it available again. You can come in here, and if you need to edit it, you can edit any of the directions. Okay, but if you are going to change any of the points, then you need to actually go directly to the discussion board to do that. Oops, here. So what I would do, I would add another tool link, and this is really for you. I would put discussion board. And then I would put it here. I don't think you necessarily have to make it available to users because they can just come in and get into it from where you set it up. All right, but let's just say here, so I can go on to the discussion board. This is the main discussion board. And then what I can do is I can edit it and and then I can change, like if I want to change the points, or if I want to change, any of the settings, you have to go in and do it through the main discussion board. Now, when students go into the discussion board this way, here, this is why this is an advantage. You want them to click on it and create a thread. Okay, so this is how they're going to do it. And because they're doing it this way, you can grade all of their threads in the grade book. Now, so it really is a much better way to set it up if you're going to be grading. Okay, so they can just, they'll do the threads, and then in the grade book, you'll see that this is here now, and I can then, when they start to do their submissions, I'll see that they have done it, and then I'll be able to go in and grade the user activity and just see everything. I can see what they posted and then what they responded all in one place. So it makes the grading pretty easy. Okay, and then let's just say you're not sure if you're going to use this or not. So I can hide it. I can hide it from the students, so they're not even going to see it. I can hide this one, you can hide anything. You can also come in here and you can change what you're calling it. Let's just say I want to change the name of it. I can just go in and change it from there. Okay, so that is how you can continue to set up your discussion board for the emergency situation coming up. Please feel free to reach out with any questions. And I am posting these videos on our Blackboard site, which you can find by going into your courses. And then I have so many courses. I have like a ton. Let's see, where is mine? oh, that's upcoming. So if you go into your current course list, our Blackboard resource page will be on here. Okay, it's obviously going to be, I have more courses here than, and then we have, where is it? Yes, Department of Communication teaching resources should be a lot faster for you to find. And then if we look under online learning, online teaching resources, I will have the videos on this page. There's also Blackboard how-tos for online. There is directions here for setting up a quiz and using the quiz generator. I will also make a video of that, which I will also be posting, but here are the directions. It's really easy and it's a great time saver. Okay, so again, reach out with questions and I hope this video is helpful.